Hey everybody, I have a story here for you that is wild. It's sad. I can't stand that every time I'm like, hey everybody, I have something terrible to tell you. But we have to deal with what the reality is of this story. And that is the New York Post did a story on it, then there's other posts that we'll go through on it. But it made me realize that my services are needed more than ever, because I, a few days ago, posted saying I'm starting a show called How to Get Laid. Every Friday, starting October 17th at 6 p.m., you can call in, and I'll be posting the number. You can call in. This is a show for incels, or men who feel like they're on the cusp of becoming an incel, and you don't want to be. If you're willing to do a little work, if you're willing to have a conversation, you can call it. You can ask anything. It's anonymous. If you're already in a situation, but you want some kind of advice, you can call in then. If you just want to talk about something, you can call in. I'm doing God's work one man at a time, okay? And ladies, you can write to me and let me know, like, hey, don't forget to talk about this, or make sure that you kind of, touch on that. Like, let me know what you all think as well. But the reason I say that is because, unfortunately, suspected New Jersey stalker was driving 70 miles per hour when he allegedly killed teen girls on an e-bike, okay? See, what happened was, it was a guy who was red-pilled by Tate and was a big Charlie Kirk fan who had been stalking one of these girls, and he ran them over with his Jeep. Yeah, we're going to get into this. New Jersey teen girls killed in quiet suburb by alleged stalker who ran them down in Jeep. She made complaints and nothing was done. So apparently one of them had made several complaints about this guy, even filed for a restraining order, and nothing was done about it. 2 teenage girls were mowed down and killed Monday in Leafy, Cranford, New Jersey, by a hit-and-run driver who allegedly been stalking one of them. The 2 17-year-old Cranford High School students, Maria Niotis and Isabella Salas, were riding on an e-bike together around 5:30 p.m. when a black 2021 Jeep with tinted windows rammed into them, according to authorities and local reports. Both girls died later at the hospital. A 17-year-old boy from Garwood, a small borough next door to Cranford, was arrested near the crash scene, and on Wednesday, authorities said he was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. He has not been named by the Union County Prosecutor's Office. Loved ones told local TV outlets that the accused killer was stalking one of the girls, leading her to take out a restraining order against him. She made complaints and nothing was done. Friend Tammy Carbajal told CBS 2, "It's just a tragedy, it's just a tragedy." A neighbor told Fox 5 that the killer parked outside the girl's house for 3 months leading up to the alleged murder. I don't understand what it takes anymore for women to be taken seriously. If a person's made complaints, if someone comes and wants to sit down with a cop to talk to them to get a restraining order, something is happening. Especially when it's teenage girls. Why would you not even be more on top of making sure this is okay? This is ridiculous. This is why I'm starting my show. I know it's called How to Get Laid, but really it's about also how to, talk to people, how to interact in the world. I mean, Jesus Christ. He was never stopped, the neighbor said. It's unclear which girl was targeted by the driver. A witness to the aftermath of the hit and run was sickened by the trail of destruction on the peaceful residential street, where the speed limit was 25 miles an hour. And then here was a post that that has been going around. I've seen on a few people's channels. Recently, you may have seen this clip making the rounds on LSF, where a 17-year-old kid expresses his sincerest condolences to the family of 2 girls who were victims of an absolute senseless tragedy. The guy who posted that is the guy who killed them. He went online later and live streamed about it. Okay? What has gone on? I know that COVID happened, so people fell into these bubbles and became very isolated. I know that Andrew Tate happened. I know that red pill manosphere bullshit happened that told all these men that they weren't good enough and blah, 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 and women want this, this, and the other. Don't listen to a man about what a woman wants. Listen to a woman about what a woman wants. What the Anyway. It's just that these killings are senseless. This kind of shit this is all mental health weirdo shit. And I know that people are gonna be like, oh, she called him a weirdo. Well, this is weirdo shit. And I'm saying it could have been avoided. And so, if you're feeling a certain way, you call every Friday starting October 17th. I'm dead ass about this. Okay. Now we're gonna keep reading. For those who are unaware, as per the NYP reporting, the 2 17-year-old girls, Maria Niotis and Isabella Salas in New Jersey, were biking when they were rammed by a 2021 black Jeep by the aforementioned 17-year-old named Vincent Batiloro. Both of them died of their injuries at the hospital. Batiloro fled the scene and is now arrested and charged with 2 first-degree murder charges. Friends and family of the victim said that Batiloro was stalking one of the girls, parking his car outside the girl's house for 3 months, presumably Maria, which had motivated her file a series of complaints, which went unaddressed, culminating in her filing a restraining order against him. New Jersey 101.5 discovers Batilotto socials and reports on them, and while they do censor the handles, there's enough info in the screenshot to narrow down the actual accounts. His TikTok is now unfortunately private, but his profile picture sports a 2021 black Jeep with Jersey plates, which is odd considering he accumulated his following on TikTok by being an MLB commentator. His Twitter has been inactive since 2023, but contains multiple retweets of Andrew Tate, a couple tweets expressing disdain for Tate's incarceration, and a quote celebrating Tate being released. All of this could be forgive if I hadn't added to his collection of mortal sins by following JD Vance. I need to remind you that all of these posts would have been made when Batilotto was around 14 to 15 years old. I mean, they're getting him young. Really, this is bad. On his IG, he follows JD Vance, Melania Trump, Donald Trump, Team Trump. The Team Trump account is especially heinous, posting Jeffries in Mexico garb, calling Schumer a corporate post, faking, right? Trump's polls numbers, blah, 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 right? It's propaganda. He's following a lot of propaganda. Here's the clip of him on his live stream talking about it.
I want to make this very, very clear. I do wish my sincerest condolences to those two girls that were the victims of an absolute senseless tragedy, and my heart goes out to their families.
This guy's a psychopath. This is a psychopath. These things need to be addressed. I mean, we know that there are signs of psychopathy when kids are coming up and when they're teenagers. We need to really recognize these red flags or start creating more safe space for people to be able to talk about stuff. I don't know what the answer is. So call into my show, How to Get Laid, every Friday starting October 17th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this isn't just to help men. This is to help women, because we're the ones who have to go out there and deal with you sad, angry men, because that's what the Red Pill podcasters turned you into. If you weren't already, or if you already were, they just exasperated that. And they monetized off of it. They have to keep you pissed off and sad so that you keep listening to them, so that you keep paying them. See, if you get better, their money will go away. They monetize your fucking sadness. No. We need to get rid of that shit and start a new side of things here. And call in. I'm dead serious. Fuck Andrew Tate. And you know, Andrew Tate, alpha men crack me up. Every alpha I've ever slept with has asked me to peg him. And you can tell that Andrew Tate, every woman he's beat, probably pegged him first. He's a bitch. This is also due to the fact that people don't get out into the wild anymore. Okay? Like, everyone's online. I'm not saying, like, I know that people are playing video games and, like, this and that. And those are social-ish things, you know? But you need to get out into the wild. You need to be face-to-face with people. COVID isolated people. It brought people into these bubbles. And if you already didn't have a big bubble and it was small, then it got really small. And I understand that. But now we're out in the world again. So you need to be out into the world again, too. And the other reason I think this is because a lot of life is happening online. So people don't feel like they need to be out in the world. Like, I guess younger generations across the world are not socializing as much. And that's because their worlds are now online. We need to bring these things back into real life. Like the world needs to come back into the actual world. The virtual world is bullshit, okay? That's fine. It's great. It's fun. We can tap in. We can talk to each other. We can connect quickly with people that are far away. But there are plenty of people around you that you could be connecting with in person. And it's so much more fun. And I don't mean like you have to go to a bar or anything like that to be out in the wild. Not at all. Like, you can go to the park. You can sign up for, there's book clubs, there's movie clubs. Like, I have a friend, he goes to the movies all the time, and it's all these like screener type things because he's really into film, and he's met some really cool people there. Like, there are plenty of cool things to do. There are just so many different types of meetups now that you need to get involved with that kind of stuff. You know, do you like gardening? Okay, like there's community gardens that you can be a part of. Like, whatever if you like guns, you can join a gun club and go to the range and make sure at least you know how to use the motherfucker and get the aggression out. I don't know if that's the answer. I don't know what it is, but I know that you need to get something out before you release it onto others. And that's why I want to do this, because I'm tired of people having to suffer at the hands of people that maybe just needed to talk. I don't know. And that's what we're going to find out. I want to find out. I want to know what the problem is. Because listen, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am a feminist, but I don't hate men. You know, it's not like that for me. And I'm straight. Like, I would like to find a nice dude. So it's like, I would like to help, you know, like, so that we can all be better. This is for all of us. The Kirk connection is even more sinister. Going through his live streams, there's a particularly disgusting string of events take place. Baltiloro starts off by saying that he thinks Maria is hungry and that he should order her some pizza. Then he goes on to claim that he wants to extract vengeance from her because she had accused him of sending her unsolicited pornography while resulted in a police report being filed. He goes on to poke fun at what is presumably Maria's mother's name, which is ethnic, and he talks about using a VPN and burner phone to order the pizzas. His friend Evan encourages him to go and watch pizzas being delivered. He then says, hey, whenever Maria sees the pizza guy come, better think of Charlie Kirk for making fun of his fucking death, stupid-ass clown. Just remember that. When his friend inquires about what Maria said about Kirk, Baltiloro responds, she made fun of Charlie Kirk's death on TikTok on a repost. Maybe her mother should monitor her social media activity. He then ends his rant on Maria. What the fuck is this writing? I'm sorry. This is like choppy as hell. I'm sorry. She made fun of Charlie Kirk's death on TikTok and repost. Maybe her mother should monitor her social media activity. He then ends his rant on Maria and with she likes to eat fat and be a pig and likes to wear makeup around because she doesn't like being insecure. I'm 95% sure that she is a Tateism, but all the Tate clips have been nuked, so I can't find a clip. Keep in mind, all of this is going down while his burner phone is blowing up, and he says on a stream that he's just ignoring them. His next stream, after harassing someone who reportedly had a restraining order against him, was titled Pizza Time, LOL. Taking a step back, it turns out that Baltiloro had another, even older Twitter account that was sporting takes from 2020 to 2022, which would have made him 12 and 13 years old, and all of his posts are super normal and were mainly about baseball. Here you have someone who was exposed to an online landscape at a very young age and exposed to a bunch of Tate content, supported and consumed Trump content. He held a consistent contempt for his female peers and justified harassing said peers repeatedly because of the response he deemed unacceptable to Kirk's death. How many times have you heard every conservative media outlet, which this kid was reasonably inundated with, justify the harassment of anyone, who wasn't dressed in black, shedding tears at the thought of Charlie Kirk? Fuck black women. Charlie, fuck black women, Kirk. In 2022, an 18-year-old executed a bunch of black people in Buffalo, New York on a live stream and cited the Great Replacement as his motivation. Kirk goes on to pandering to said Great Replacement, and on the day he was domed, a 16-year-old shot up a school for the exact same reason. And yet, not a single MAGA is willing to take responsibility for the harm their rhetoric creates. Now, this is violence perpetrated by people on the right. It is. I mean, we have people on Fox News calling for the death of homeless people. Don't forget that.
You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them. Or something. Just kill them.
I mean, Jesse Waters talking about bombing the UN. I mean, what do we, or gassing them? Dude, it's these radicals online, like Tate, like Kirk. They're radicals that are radicalizing children. I mean, that's why a lot of the times they're targeting people that are teenagers. Their minds are much more malleable. Now, as I mentioned before, that he had a Twitter account that he didn't use a ton and he hasn't used since 2023, but here's some of his retweets, and he was reposting Andrew Tate's bullshit. Andrew Tate, 5 events that will change a man's life. A friend betraying you, the death of your father, winning a fight, losing a fight, finding out the woman you love had sex with someone else. First of all, not every man is going to go through all those things. Those things don't need to happen for you to have become a man or to have your life changed. A friend betraying you, some people might not have friend betrayed them because we maybe have good friends. And now, I'm not saying they won't. Some of these things, yes, men will face. But he's acting like 5 events that will change every man's life. Motherfucker, winning a fight, losing a fight. Some men won't get into a fight because they're cool. Finding out a woman you loved had sex with someone else. Some people won't get cheated on. Some women don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? It's an inception. It's this cerebral inception that he's doing. It's dangerous. And then let's see his other one. They cannot keep me in this cell forever. My enemies' lies are crumbling. This is your time to play catch up. Whatever situation you are in, I want to let you know one thing is certain. It is possible. Get to work. Andrew Tate, my friends, we need to understand Andrew Tate is a rapist. Okay? He's a rapist. He's a human trafficker. He when he was on trial or was being investigated in Romania and he came here, he was in LA and he strangled his girlfriend while he was here till she passed out, and then he flew back to Romania. Like, this is a bad person. This is a dog. In fact, men like Andrew Tate, in my opinion, should be put down. You're a danger to society, right? That's my problem. Are you a danger to society? And he is, especially when he has a platform that then incepts men into this red pill bullshit that then creates other monsters in society that we have to deal with. And now we've created more dangers to society. Fuck this. Fuck this. And I'm not saying someone should take Andrew Tate out, but like, stop platforming him. Don't listen to his bullshit. Just, if we could just not give him the attention, he'll just disappear and fade away. And this is an interesting case because you can go through his old post from when he was 12, 13. It's all baseball related. And then you can see when he started finding Andrew Tate and going into that whole world. I'm not saying this could have been completely avoided, okay? We don't know. But I will say, like, because he was disturbed, obviously. But I will say that there are things we can do, maybe, to prevent these types of things from happening. I don't know what his psychopathy was. I don't know if he knew what it was. I don't know if he ever spoke to anyone. I think going forward, we really need to start checking in with each other. You know, we need to start checking in. Because this red pill stuff got out of hand, and it really, really, if you were a man feeling like shit about yourself, they really made you feel worse. They did. And then they told you to blame me for it. That's what happened here. They monetized off of your trauma, and then they told you to blame me. So if you know a guy between the ages of 15 and 45, just check in with them, please. And in the meantime, starting, again, October 17th, every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to post the phone number. You'll see it in upcoming posts. Call in if you are an incel, or if you think you are on the cusp of becoming one, you don't want to be one, whatever. If you're a guy who wants some advice or you just want to talk about some shit, call in. Ladies, if you have ideas for me on what we should definitely talk about, things you want me to remind them of, or problems you're having, you let me know too. Write to me. That's today's story. It's not a happy one, but I am going to bring you guys a good one soon. I'm going to find something. Also, please hit subscribe. I'm new here. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. Woo! You know, so like, let's like just go ahead and boost this, and that way it's easier for you to find me or ignore me. Doesn't matter. But yeah, if you like what's happening, if you just please hit subscribe. That's all. Just please hit subscribe. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.